Hello and welcome back to another bewildering episode of Who's This Guy? The only show on YouTube with a host holding a blue snowball microphone. I'm meant to hold these. Fucking crazy. What are we doing? Oh, scary games. We're doing scary. Hi, my name is Sam, and I don't play scary games. I think it can all be traced back to when I was a kid, and I tried the Resident Evil remake on GameCube. I was getting into it, and then I came across this lady with tentacles coming out of her head. Nope. I remember literally throwing the controller down and running out of the room. But also I was absolutely terrified of the mask from ages 7 to 12 for reasons unknown, so just add that to the Sam has issues gumbo. I've dipped my toe in the water of the horror genre, but never really fully committed to trying it properly. Well, that all changes today. I've gathered some recommendations of games to try. A scary game tasting platter, if you will. So I can find out A, if I like them, and B, if they scare the shit out of me. Consider these more impressions than full reviews. Horror fans, I apologize because I'm probably not playing these right, and you're probably also severely disappointed that I'm such a little although the name of the channel probably should have clued you in. Without any further preamble, let's dive into our first participant with the Callisto Protocol starring Josh Duhamel. Holy shit, that's a good looking Josh Duhamel. The faces in this game are pretty insane, along with just about everything else visually. It wins my award for most realistic looking neck sweat. Unfortunately, it's not going to win any of my other coveted awards, because what I played of this game I found pretty dull. I was most surprised how basic the combat is. Lean left, lean right, attack, smash, repeat. So violent though, wow. This game is really trying to make you go, ugh. I found all the jump scares in this super predictable. I wonder if while I walk down this hallway, this guy that's hanging out of the ceiling is gonna get pulled up. There he goes. What? While I was slowly opening this door, someone stuck their head through? Oh no! Cynicism is my superpower, and it was operating at full capacity, protecting me from any of the attempted scares in this game. Honestly though, I can actually see myself returning to this one because I'm a bit of a graphics whore, and this game looks really good. There's great lighting and steam and character models. Look at these teeth! I don't have really much more to say about the Callisto Protocol. Here's my notes that I collected. Faces, teeth, combat's brutal but basic, lame jump scare, win a date with Tad Hamilton joke. I have a feeling I might return to it just to look at it, so maybe it gets super freaky in the second half. Let me know below. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Let me say right off the bat that this game succeeded in scaring the absolute shit out of me, and I didn't even have what you'd call a traditional enemy encounter. The closest I got was when this water bubbled up, and when I caught a glimpse of this guy for like a split second. From my second-hand knowledge of this game, I know there's more direct enemy encounters later on, but this one freaked me out to the point where I didn't get there. This game just builds tension on tension on tension. Every time I opened a cupboard, I was convinced something was going to jump out at me, and then I'd open the next one and it would be empty, which made me even more convinced the next one was going to have something in it. And I tried to take this broom so I'd have a weapon of some kind, and the game was like, you're on your own, son. Then my lamp ran out of oil and I spent a solid 3 minutes wandering around in the dark. The screen went red and shaky and I was like, no, I think I'm good. I like this game though. I found the little bits of story really interesting, and I like the way you can use the game's physics to progress. Credit where credit's due, this one passed both of my tests. Will I return to it? There's definitely something there that's drawing me back in. Soma! This is made by the same developers, so I was expecting to be equally freaked out, and I was. It was exactly when this happened. It was time for some sunshine. I have to say though, this game seems awesome. It makes a lot of sense to me that this is the Amnesia developers, because you still get that tactile sense in interacting with everything, using the physics system to progress through areas. Soma basically feels to me like a refined, more in-depth version of Amnesia with a really fascinating setting thrown on top. Oh, did anyone else fill up the toilet at the start? Remember earlier when I said I'm probably not playing these games right? Toilets aside, I found the world of Soma fascinating. There's tons of detail, and you can come across really weird, messed up looking stuff, but the game never calls it out or says, check out how creepy this is. What I wasn't expecting was to get emotionally involved, like when I accidentally killed this robot lady. I pulled out this first call, and then she was like, why? I was happy. Fuck, I'm so sorry. Soma gets a big fat tick of approval from me. It scared me even more than Social Gatherings. Maybe not quite as much as Social Gatherings. And it seems to be a pretty great game on top of being really scary. Let's take a lesson from Soma, everyone. If a guy who looks like this says he wants to scan your brain and he works in a suspiciously empty office building, just say no. Well, that's 2 goodies in a row, so how about something that's meant to be absolutely terrible? Now, this here is not a scary game. I'm not even sure it's trying to be. I can see why Resident Evil fans were pretty pissed off because I think this game is kind of funny. It's my understanding that Resident Evil has always been a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but in 6 it's like the tongue has run away with the cheeks. It's definitely way more interested in being cool and edgy than being scary. But damn it, I thought it was pretty fun. The moment I kicked my first zombie down a flight of stairs, I was like, sold! I think the shooting here actually feels pretty decent, and there's cool dynamic moments like when my partner was shooting at this zombie and actually smashed the weapon they were holding. Oh, and any game that lets me get sushi all over my butt is alright by me. Resident Evil 6 is not remotely scary, but it's pretty fun in a dumb, over-the-top way. It's full of what I like to call glorious cheese. If these two aren't making enough money as badass zombie-killing agents, they should really get into the shampoo commercial game. It would be remiss of me not to include it. Hey, do you guys want to watch me scream on a webcam for YouTube game in this sample pack? So here we go with Outlast 2. I'm gonna be honest up front and just say I did not like this game. I didn't find it scary, and I definitely didn't find it fun. We're off to a pretty eye-rolly start straight away with this block of text informing me just how fucked up this game was gonna be. Please enjoy. Then another block of text telling us the story setup instead of showing it to us, or heaven forbid letting us play through it. Alright, some positives. Game definitely looks nice at times. This valley looks excellent, and this wall, man, this is a real looking wall. I do like the camera gimmick, both in terms of providing a unique visual aesthetic, but also in terms of this gameplay mechanic where you're recording significant events and building up a log that you can look back through. That's pretty unique. Oh, and it's adorable how we're holding hands here. Aww. The horror elements in this game just feel so staged. Every time you come across something fucked up, it has to tell you what you're seeing is crazy, man. I got so sick of the main character saying, "What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god." I also fell into a rhythm with this game of fine note, walk a bit, see enemy, run from enemy, see messed up imagery, character says, "Oh my god," and repeat. I guess I kind of understand the appeal as like a mood piece, an atmospheric environment to move through and look at the nice visuals. But yeah, this one was not for me. Most importantly, it didn't scare me. Starting to feel pretty tough. Speaking of tough, how about a tough guy detective? I'm a total sucker for an emotionally damaged cop, searching for answers at the bottom of a bottle. So the opening moments of The Evil Within 2 are both the most cliched thing you've ever seen and my absolute dream start to a game. The house fire scene is really spectacular, and we get this really amazing title card sequence. The developers are clearly trying to impress with these character models, the environments, and the level design. There are things in here that are unlike anything I've seen in a game. I've always been a big fan of level designers' internal character psyche. We're not quite at Psychonauts 2 level here, but this is still really good shit. From a presentation standpoint, The Evil Within 2 knocks it out of the park. Unfortunately, I don't love the combat scenarios in this game. Shooting feels fine, the stealth movement is so slow, and the stealth is kind of necessary because a lot of these open combat areas end up with this happening if you go in guns blazing. It kind of falls into the same camp as Callisto Protocol. I don't love the gameplay, but I still might make my way through it just to see all the shiny bells and whistles. Scares? Not really. This dream sequence with your daughter burning the crap out of you is pretty freaky deaky. Evil Within 2 definitely leans more into the psychological horror end of things. I've left the best till last. I'm actually not being sarcastic for once, because I think this final game I tried is pretty damn amazing, and it all starts with a burger. Yes, the rumors are true. The Resident Evil 2 remake has the single best looking food item I've ever seen in a video game. Comment below the best looking food item you've ever seen in a game. It's not just the burger either. The characters look great, the environments are crazy. The developers use this graphical fidelity to throw some really horrifying stuff at you. There's a cutscene early on involving a roller door that has probably the most graphic thing I've ever seen in a game. The real achievement of these visuals though is in creating an incredibly rich atmosphere. The interplay of light and dark, the shadows that bounce around from your flashlight. The first time I got attacked by a licker. Excellent. For someone like me though, who's a little bit of a scaredy cat, Resident Evil 2 pulls a bit of a magic trick by making its gameplay mechanics and structure so addictive and enjoyable. Even while I was freaking out, I just wanted to keep playing. There's a real puzzle box vibe going on here. You come across so many items that you can't interact with just yet, and you think, I'll be back for you. Then you find the item, go back there, unlock it, get some new rewards. It's so satisfying. This does mean a lot of backtracking, but you're constantly unlocking new pathways, meaning you get more and more efficient at moving around. Speaking of moving around, for any 100%ers out there, this map is the bomb diggity. The combat is great too. I love the way that aiming becomes more precise the stiller and calmer you are. I'm guessing this is how aiming works in real life. You'll have to let me know. We don't really do the whole gun thing here in Australia, mate. We kill most of our zombies in real life with jars of Vegemite. Of all the games I played for this video, I easily played the most of Resident Evil 2. Maybe it turns to shit in the second half. Let me know below if it does. Well, friends, that's my little dalliance into Scary Town, and I have to say, on the whole, I'm really surprised. I enjoyed myself. I can definitely see myself going back to everything I played in this video, except maybe Outlast. Even Amnesia, as much as it scared the shit out of me, I can still hear it calling me. Let me know if you'd like to see proper reviews of any of the games you've seen today, or even game series. I have to say, I'm kind of eyeing off a Resident Evil retrospective after having so much fun with 2. Oh, and also I recorded a bunch of Resident Evil 7, but that footage got full. Or maybe I'll just review the Knack series. Truly horrifying. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and do consider subscribing if you'd like to see me talk about even more genres I'm completely unqualified to offer opinions on. My name's Sam, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that you have endless choices on this platform, so I'm humbled that you would choose to watch me rant. Cheers and see you soon.